Welcome back, guys, to JB's Toy Trunk for a action figure review. I know I don't do these too often, but when you get a Michael Keaton, or can I even say Michael Keaton because we can't officially say it's Michael Keaton. Can I say Mike Keaton? All right. It's the Michael Keaton-esque Batman 1989 from Beast Kingdom. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store a few weeks ago. And I actually ordered this and the Jack Nicholson, can I say Jack Nicholson? Joker as well. And I was hoping to get them both in together, but here we go. We got the front of the box right here. Great artwork. And you can see right off the bat, as you can see right in there, that face sculpt does look like Michael Keaton. Side artwork right there. DC, the 1989 Batman symbol, 1/9 scale. So we are going to measure how tall this guy is compared to 6-inch scaled figures and 7-inch. So there you go. Here's the back of it. Let's get a little bit closer. Got the different face sculpts. You got 3 of them, all interchangeable. And it has a good amount of accessories. Design figure with around 20 points of articulation. So I don't think we're going to go through 20 points. Again, this is a review / overview of the Beast Kingdom Michael Keaton Batman. So here we go. There we go. As soon as you open up the package, there's nothing in there. We are definitely going to save this box. Not saying just because, but we will. Nice insert with the side profile of Michael Keaton. And there you go. The plastic within the plastic of our Michael Keaton. Plastic covering off, and there he is. Let's see if we can get him to focus a little bit. Let's put him in the light a little bit right there. It's Michael Keaton, Batman, 1989, 9-inch figure from Beast Kingdom. I had to bring in a little bit more lighting just so you could see it because it's really dark. It's got a dark kind of gloss to his outfit, but it looks really good, and it's a little bit more of a matte up top. But let's see if we get a little bit closer into that face and head sculpt. And I would say, yeah, that's a pretty good winner right there when it comes to looking like Michael Keaton. Comes with the figure stand and his extra cowl right over there. He's got a nice kind of soft good, almost like a pleathery type of cape. And there should be wire, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, has wire right here, so you can go ahead and pose it out just a little bit or just enough right here. You got the emblem right here on his cowl, and I did see one other review on it, and they talked about how this part comes up, and it comes up pretty significantly. So it's made of that like soft rubber, so hopefully after time it'll relax and come down. When it comes to the ears, I'm going to have to look back at the pictures and videos, but I don't remember them being curved like that. Let me know in the comments if you remember seeing that like that. You have his bat belt for his accessories, and here we go with his gauntlets. I'm just going to try to bend these back a little bit just so we could go ahead and look at some of this articulation. Moves nice and easy like it should. It's no sticking to it. There's no upper bicep swivel that I can tell. It's a one-piece molded right over there, and it looks like it comes down complete, yep, into the elbow area. So you got that. A little bit of a twist into the elbow, but then again, with this being one piece right here, you can't twist it like you would, let's say, a Marvel Legends and just spin it for days. So it is going to be restricted because of the material right here. Back part of the arm, here's the rest of his gauntlet. Not too sharp, but definitely a hard rubber rubber plastic feel to it. He comes with a closed fist on his left hand. Let's see, on the right is another closed fist, and the same thing on this side. So with the cape not in the way, actually, let's go ahead and see how far out he can do his lat raises. Can he do his lat raises to the side? Not too far out. And again, it's that molded, or that body. Seems like there's just a little bit of movement right here at the waist. Can't twist it all the way because of the bat suit. But he does kind of tilt to the left and to the right. A little bit of a crunch forward, not too much of a crunch back. Now remember, when Michael Keaton actually, had to wear this suit, there was limited mobility, where you could see in the movie where he would just kind of turn like that. Kind of like what Christian Bale had to do in, I think, in the first Batman that he did. So right here in the diaper area, nice soft rubber leather pleather material. So you don't want to go too far out. Let's see how his Van Damme goes. Not too far. And again, without wanting to bust the stitching right there, right at the groin area. Let's see if he could kick forward. Come on, Batman. Like in that first scene where he kicked forward. Not too far, but you see a little bit of separation right there in his back and his butt cheek area. So it will come in, and you can just put his pants back into place. We'll work on that. A little bit of rotation right here at the hips. Knees, same thing. Get about just under a 90. It will go more, but then again, I don't want to put too much pressure on the actual material. There's no swivel at the knees. There's swivel at the boot, but it's just the boot itself, the upper part of the boot, and it actually comes up a little bit. Ankle pivot, points down, comes up a little bit. It actually looks a little bit like a McFarlane ball pivot right there. So he will point down, will come up a little bit, swivel 360 all the way around, and it's got a toe articulation. So not bad. And again, we're not going to have our Michael Keaton in a dynamic pose. For the most part, he's going to be standing in whatever I can get him into, and I definitely will be using that stand. So let's see what other head sculpts will look like. So let's go ahead and look at this alternate head sculpt right here. This is kind of a smirk, and it looks like it'll plug in just like a Galactus would, the Galactus mouthpiece. And let's see what this is. Is this a frowny face? Oh yeah, this is a sad face right here. You just took all my bat toys. Yep, just popped right out. You just blew up my Batmobile. I actually like that one. What do you guys think? We might go with this one on the shelf. Yep, we'll go ahead and leave that one on. Let's go ahead and check out his hands. When it comes to his hands, you got the semi-opened hands right there, left and the right. Then you have these, which are a little bit more open. Now he has his closed fist, the left and the right. These are almost closed, but it looks like for gripping. You can see a little donut in there. So these are probably his gripping hands. And then his last hands look like trigger finger hands. Yep. Let's go ahead and see how hard they are to replace. So go ahead and easily remove. That's a closed grip. Let's see. Let's do a trigger finger. Actually, before I do that, if you guys can see, it's got the ball right there. Swivel up, swivel down. And it does look like it rotates 360 from there. So, whoa, don't want to break Batman's arm. Just got him. See if that'll port in. There you go. Just took a little second to push a little bit of pressure straight down into it. So it will swivel and it will go off. How about that? Okay, there we go. Now it does you're going to have to push the gauntlet back a little bit if you want to do the trigger up and trigger down. So it came down a little bit. So there's the trigger finger. Let's see what we're going to do with the left hand. So with that ball connection being really small, it takes a little bit of force to push it down. Just be careful. You don't want to keep bending and rotating it too much. So there's his gauntlet. Let's go ahead and put his hands the right way. Like he's shooting something. Let's go ahead and bring the arm down and in. There's no real butterfly joint as far as, well, there is actually. I stand corrected. And again, with that pleather, that rubber suit, it stretches pretty good. You don't want to wear it out right at the beginning. So now this is some high-tech stuff right here. There's a light plasticky feel to the his grappling hook. This does not come out, but right at the top you can see that they swivel up and down. And also these are painted a nice gold, a nice silver paint to it. Very, very nice detail on the grappling hook. So let's see if we can get this to kind of latch on. Kind of scared to open this up because it's not the thickest of plastics, and it's not even moving, I guess you could say. It's not even like, that's a hard plastic, and if I were to push that open, it would break. So I don't plan on displaying him with this anyways, so let's just go ahead and put it in the background for now. I'm glad that I double checked my box because I was like, I know this guy has more accessories, and sure enough, they are in the back part of the box. So let's open that up. Here we are, just like I thought. You got the actual grappling hook. I don't know, the pooper scooper. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what that is. Got the batarang. You have his Palm Pilot. I'm kidding. I have no idea what that is. Got 3 throwing stars or ninja stars. The Boone County Ninja. Looks like here we got the probably the remote for the either to communicate with Alfred or the Batmobile. And he has 3 of these projectiles, which I'm trying to remember what that's from. Let's go ahead and try the cowl. Oop, popped right off. How about that? I mean, it was barely on there. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let's see if we get any light in there. Yep. Okay, see if we get any light. There we go. There's the port for the cowl. It was actually pretty loose that he had on there. So it's got the neck. You got a little bit of neck swivel in there. It actually does rotate. And then, of course, you got your joint right up there. Oh, okay. That's the difference. There you go. That's the difference. On the left, you could see the side eye a little bit, and on the right is more of the straight eye. But also look at the cowl. Those ears are going up more than those. So again, we'll see. I like that side eye with that smirk, and that's probably what we're going to go with. Something really good with that side eye. So we'll go with this guy. With the head or the cowl off, cape is removable. I wish I would have known that right at the beginning. So back, you can see the articulation a heck of a lot better. And again, you don't want to twist too much because of that material right there. You could start to see it already wrinkle. Kind of like your Jordans, you don't want to crease them. So let's get his diaper. Got to squeeze the glutes back into the diaper. Squeeze the glutes back into the diaper. There you go. All right. Again, rotation back and forth. You don't want to do too much. And this is glued on there. The shoulder pads. It's actually coming up a little bit. Oh, that's not good. So you don't want to mess with it too much. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Let's see if we can go ahead and put his cape and cowl back on. So here we go. This is probably the way I'm going to at least have his top half. Now, Going back to the cape and removing the cowl, there is a nice elastic part to the his cape, so it does kind of stretch out. So you want to get it in position, go ahead and put the cowl down. This one's got more of the pointy ears. This does have this little bit of the side eye going, and his little I'm about to get at you face. I went through a couple different hands for the right hand. I went with the kind of closed grip, or the gripping hand for this right here. Not the open, all the way open, I'm going to slap you hand, not the pointing hand, and of course not the closed fist hand. So just almost closed fist with that little bit of opening to hang on to the batarang. And we got a relaxed kind of hand on the side. It does take a little bit of time in getting used to putting the hands back on right here, holding on to the gauntlet a little bit. And it seems like not seems like, but the actual ball joint on the inside, or right here at the forearm, it's really snug, and it's kind of it seems like it's small. Let's just say it's smaller than most action figures. Usually most action figures will have just a little bit more of a diameter to it, so you can, feel that good connection in there. So it's a little bit of getting used to, but once you get used to it, you should be fine. Here we go, guys. Side-by-side comparison of the 1/9 scale Batman Michael Keaton and your year 2 McFarlane Batman, and then our newest Spider-Man from the 2-pack with Spinneret. So you can obviously see that you could do whatever you want with your setup, but he is definitely going to be going into his own Batman shelf along with the Jack Nicholson Joker whenever I do get it. So 6-inch scale, 7-inch scale, 9-inch scale. And again, going back to the tape, going back to the review, without the stand, just about 8.5. Batman is actually about 7.5. And then Spidey's about 6.25. There you go, guys. I don't see myself really posing him with anybody else anyways, just because once I get him set up, once I get all the different hands and the different weapons, and maybe changing out the different cowl and maybe even the different face, once he's set up, he's going to be set up and pretty much untouched. So there we are, folks. That is the Beast Kingdom Batman 1989 Mike Keaton, or Michael Keaton. I don't know if we're allowed to say Michael, but that's him. That is him. Posed with the pointy tip cowl, side eyes, kind of that angry face without showing the gnarl, I guess you could say. Got him. I'm probably going to pose him up like that. I really like the way the cape kind of comes out. It does have the wire right at the top edges right here. And of course, once it gets finally broken in, this should fall a little bit more. Can't really do too many dynamic poses with him just because of that pleather, that rubber leather pleather feeling to the suit. But if you go back to the movie, he didn't have that much movement anyways. He didn't have the dynamic poses like you would see, like, let's say, a Spider-Man. Leave it in the comments. Are you guys picking up the Beast Kingdom Batman 1989, or do you already have him? Are you just getting the Joker? Do you have other figures from this line? This is our first for us here, for Marsha and I. It won't be the last, because we do have the Jack Nicholson Joker coming in. I really can't wait to see that in, and I will try to do a review on that one as well. Thank you guys for sticking around for this video. Please, again, if you liked the video, hit that like button, leave your comments in there. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And then again, thanks again for joining us for the Batman 1989 Beast Kingdom overview of, I'm going to say, Michael Keaton. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Always enjoy the ride, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.